Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Friday. Perfect timing, Patrick. Thank you for the bits. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining me on an ATS stream. Just adjust the cam a bit. That should be good. Yeah, we can work with that. How's everybody doing? How has your week been so far? How are you, Jay? First one on the list, early as always. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Patrick, how was the hunt going in New Zealand? How are the hunters faring? Hey, NL. How are you, man? Thanks for joining. Hey, Pogi. Merry Christmas, man. Don't drink and drive. Can't promise that. Well, water maybe at least. There we go. One of the hunters themselves. How are you, Blah? Transcodes, yeah. We don't get that often, so we should celebrate that. Okay lang. Great to hear. Well, I am excited for the year end, for the holidays. Excited to take time off from work. Final stretch of the year. We can do this, guys. Doesn't drink, doesn't drive either. Yar, Jack. Yeah, this stream is all about showing my large personality. The biggest personality ever, huh? Anyone played Cyberpunk yet? Oh, there are a few. I was not a fan until yesterday. Was not in the slightest bit interested in it. Normally, don't play games that I cannot stream, I cannot feature in the channel, because I think it's a waste of time if I can't show it in the channel. But then again, you could classify this one as market research. Have to know what kind of technology is out there. And I wanted to test my system out, how much it can give. So I bought Cyberpunk as a gift to myself. It's a Christmas gift. Not planning on streaming, recording, or doing any content creation about it. Just planning to enjoy it. And I gave my character, as Jack asked, a very huge personality. If you get what I mean. Hey, Babao. It is track IR. But yes, it does the same thing. Let's load up the game here. So I have not been playing ATS for a while, for a couple of days. We are actually, I think, even in the middle of a job here. So let's have a look. There you go. Turn off preview. That saves a bit. Awesome. RDR2 is next. Yeah, Rohan is keeps on hammering me away with that RDR2. Well, one step at a time. I'm sure Cyberpunk will keep me busy for the foreseeable future. And hopefully, I'll get the new SSD installed by then. So RDR2 will not be far from the equation. But we'll see. It depends how much time it will eat up. Because I don't want to sacrifice too much of content creation time. I need some downtime. I need some market research time. But not so much that I actually don't get to make videos or stream anymore, right? So the right balance always has to be there. Congrats on the new monitor, Rohan. Did you trade it in? Did you give back your old monitor? How did it work? Yay! Yay! Perfect. How was the hunt, Alex and Jack? How was New Zealand compared to the other maps? Seeing Jingles last night. What is Jingles? You bought it as well. Kinda regret it though. Why? Why don't you like it? RDR suits me. Sounds good. Triple monitor and ATS is real nice. Oh, definitely. That's my setup every time I try offline. GG indeed. 200 USD. Yeah, I think more or less that's the price range. But if you're spending your time a lot on simulators, it's more than worth it. So, new mods. I'm not sure what the new mods are since the last stream. I think we didn't have JBX last week, did we? So we have JBX now, fully compatible with 139. We have Frosty mod from Grimes. There's also a Frosty mod Pro Mods add-on, supposedly. If you check his webpage, I don't know, maybe there were some textures that were missed if you're in Pro Mods, but I didn't really notice it. But I just downloaded it anyway to be on the safe side. And then you might see this one. This is something I'm really proud of. It's a really small mod, but I did it myself, so I'm proud of it. And you can download it for yourself. Exclamation point mods would have the link. But it's basically adding the speed limit. Know when you have that phone GPS, and normally the phone GPS doesn't have any speed limits because the speed limit is right on the right side or on the left side of the normal screen, and because your phone is narrow, it doesn't show the speed limit. So I basically just moved the speed limit closer to the center of the screen so that it shows here. And so now we don't have to rely on other paraphernalia just to get our speed limit shown. It's built into the phone. And because I really like this GPS, very relatable. So that's what we will be driving with today. I do want to check out Sierra Nevada. A lot of people have been asking me if Sierra Nevada is compatible with Pro Mods. As far as I know, it is. But I haven't really driven through those areas yet again, I think. So it would be nice to check it out and compare how Sierra Nevada looks versus the great sceneries that we've been showered with Colorado and Pro Mods Canada. So we'll see how it looks. Going to return the monitor tomorrow. Nice. Is the price difference huge? You decided to shell out on it. Worthy investment. 32-inch 1440. Wow. Tough monitor. Right, start up. Been a funny day so far. Thanks to the Hunter or some other stuff happening. Triple monitor screen again, Deso. Well, that depends on you guys. Based on the consensus, single monitor is the clear winner. If that changes, we'll see. But it looks like not in the near future. New Zealand, not bad. Which one is your favorite map so far in the Hunter? Need to find hotspots yet. Oh, the animals are a bit hard to find. Lived in NZ for 9 to 10 years. Oh, wow. Cool. Is it as scenic as they show in the videos? Right, that looks good. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of a job. We're on our way to Utah. So I did a time-lapse video. It's going to come out on Sunday. Came from somewhere in Canada, I think from... How do you read this? Surrey? Went south, past Washington, Oregon, California, crossed over to Arizona, and arrived in Flagstaff. So that's the time-lapse on Sunday that's going to come out. I slowed down the time-lapse a bit because previously it was like 8 times and it was a bit too much sometimes. So I slowed it down to 4 times. Hopefully that makes it a lot more visible, maybe. Appreciable. You get what I mean. So yeah, and then from Flagstaff, I was making my way towards Utah. Actually, just crossed over, and we are in a viewpoint right now. So we'll see. We decided to shell out. Good choice. So yeah, we are in the middle of a viewpoint here. So what I'll do is I'll back up a bit. And yeah, this is what you're seeing, the JBX lighting. Very dramatic, very picturesque. It's 405, nice. Yeah, lots of people like single. There we go, that is the viewpoint. The mods have to be compatible. Yeah, I think in terms of sectors, there should not be a problem. I think there would only be a problem if they are like using the same assets, the same textures, or a map tried to overwrite something, stuff like that. So it still is a bit tricky. Normally there wouldn't be any conflict, but it depends on how the map was made. So to be safe, we'll test it out. This is not pro mods, not yet. We are in Utah, I think. Is this the border? Yeah, JBX for ATS is payware. JBX is payware. And if you buy it, you'll get access to both the ATS and ATS2 versions. Yeah, I don't use coast to coast. I'm not a fan, to be honest. The quality of the map is not as I would like. Like the quantity is definitely there, and some of the later areas are starting to really look good. But the older areas and the not refined areas, I don't like driving through them, so I'd rather just not load the map entirely. I'd prefer quality over quantity, building one city, one state at a time. Like more of what Pro Mods is doing, like a small part of Canada. And a lot of people are complaining about the scale. Well, not a lot, but there are some complainers. But I like that approach. Rather focus on a small one, keep it super nice, and then just slowly, progressively build on that. Right, let's hear the engine. I did lower the volume a bit. You guys let me know if you prefer to keep it back up again. Meantime, I'll be driving here. It does seem like NLS from the Netherlands, doesn't he? Because of the name, but he isn't. More ATS extension, yeah, Alaska, Australia, yeah, there's even Hawaii now, I think. I've not checked them out yet. I don't know, I guess I kind of was not that interested so far with the outer islands. Of course, we'll take a photo first. NL corresponds to a town. Ah. It's not Natural Lux either, just to be clear. Whoa! What the heck was that? 5 tier 1 subs. Super, welcome back, man. You are truly living up to your name. My goodness, thank you for that nice surprise. Please live up only to the first part of your name and not the second part. That might not be good for everybody. Ada. Sorry, missed some messages, guys. Feel free to retype them if I missed some things. How are you, Da? And if I missed anybody, sorry, very bad at reading at the moment. Let me catch up. No promises. There's the speed limit. There's a speed limit I'm proud of. Goodness, that scared me. Yeah. Train sub hype. So how is everybody doing? As I keep mentioning to you guys, the trucking stream, this stream, is something I really look forward to. Even though I'm really enjoying Cyberpunk, playing Cyberpunk offline right now, I'd gladly quit it and move to trucking because this is one of the most looking forward one of the events I look forward to every week. And this will get mushy again, but bear with me. But yeah, because this time I get to hang out with you guys and just chill and chat and talk to each other, and to get some nice sights and sceneries along the way, and get some clumsy incidents maybe. So this is something I really look forward to every week. So how are you guys? What have you been playing? What's up? Any plans all for the holidays? Before I ask any more questions, maybe it's best if I try and catch up on the stream first. Yay! That almost sounded like Rohan. Yeah, your name. Hates it. Hey Jack, thanks for the resub. What is that? 32 months? That's the first time, I think, right? It's not the second time yet. Getting a sound alert frenzy now. Activating pro modes on ATS 2 causes your game to crash. Oh, a tricky thing, huh? How's our FPS doing right now? I just updated my graphics drivers, guys, a few minutes before the stream, because Cyberpunk was crashing. And I guess it was because of an old driver, so I updated. It got fixed, but I'm not sure. I haven't played ATS yet with these drivers. But looks like, so far, keeping my fingers crossed, that looks good. Let's keep it. He just likes our personalities. Don't you go showing off your personalities to me now. Please keep them hidden. Let's leave our personalities be. Been playing Farm Sim. Oh, it has been a while. Anything new? We talked about Farm Sim the other day in Jack's stream, I think. Kinda disappointed a bit of last live stream. Oh, why? What happened? Join there. Oh yeah, that's a new one. But that's going to be the perfect sound alert whenever Jack or Alex comes up with one of their signature dad jokes. Alright, super, no problem. Thanks again, man. My goodness, you're on a roll. Appreciate it. Thank you, and glad that you are enjoying the streams. That was the second time. Why does it always do it twice for you, huh? VIP. I wish the revenue also came in twice. Probably not. 400k into your farm. What an investment. Bought a couple of combines, I guess. Not played this truck yet. Well, the engine sound is not from the default, just a watch out. The default sounds are okay, but they're not this good. This is from Kriechbaum. The Cummins X15 engine on his engine sound mega pack version 3.4. But yeah, with this combo, the Cascadia from SES in Kriechbaum sounds beautiful. Brought out a new DLC called Precision Farming. Oh yeah, I saw that. What does it add? I saw that in the Steam page, I think. You know how when they updated the Steam client, whenever you go to the library, to your library, in the top row you'll get this news of all the games you have. I saw that Farm Sim released the Precision Farming there. It's a nice idea. Putting those news, so even if you don't have it installed, even if you haven't played it in a while, as long as it's in your library, it would show. Hey, that's cool. Thanks, Super. My goodness. And now it's the NL. Who else got the subs? thank you guys. Welcome to the community, the Cool Kids Club. Feel free to join Discord so you get access to that channel. As long as you're a sub, you have access there. You need to play. You need to play with your personality. Let's not go there. Oh, farming. Okay. Soil types and pH and nitrogen levels. Wow. The sciencey stuff. That sounds cool. Sounds like a good complex game mechanic that we can get ourselves into. Alright, super. Thanks, man. Yes, you did, wise man. Welcome back, by the way. Thanks, Jay. Where is everybody? Oh, we do see some traffic every now and then, but just not a lot. Bought a new Stara sprayer. What is NGL? Sounds fancy. Can't imagine how those look like. They trust you. G-Traffic 10. My CPU would not like it. Not going to lie. There you go. Thank you. Kids these days and their acronyms. Sounded like a real old man there. Has anyone seen the reviews on the 6900 XT? I only watched Jay's 2 cents video. It was a bit underwhelming, wasn't it? With how good the 6800 XT was. The 6900 XT was a bit of a anticlimactic finale. Welcome to Utah. Another old man dig. 23 calves out of 41, turning out to be a massive farm. If you could remember what I said. I guess goldfish memory comes with age, huh? Good if you need a budget graphics card without the ray tracing in DLSS. Yeah, the main concern I saw there was the inconsistency. One particular thing that Jay's 2 cents highlighted was the inconsistency on the FPS. Like in one particular older game, one of the Ghost Recon games, the FPS was so low, it was even lower than a 3070. And if old games can have that kind of bad performance, that would not be very good for us ETS2 and ATS players. For us who play Sims, who aren't always at the top of the technological advancements, that might not be a very good sign. That's the thing that concerned me most, the instability. Because in some of the optimized, up-to-date games, it had no trouble performing well. But with the old one, that was very, very sketchy. It most probably is a software issue. But then, from what I've heard, AMD has not had the best driver before, ever since. It has been improving, but has it improved enough? Maybe that's the question. Hardware unbox review, very underwhelming. Oh, so it has the same results, but it's also inconsistent FPS with some of the games that they tested. Hardware unbox is very thorough in their reviews. Although I watch Jay's 2 cents most of the time because it's pretty, like, it's very short and entertaining and perfect when I'm like brewing a cup of coffee. Just a few minutes in, I get the gist. But yeah, if you want to go into the details, then Hardware Unboxed, Gamers Nexus can get you all the details you need. Catfish memories now. Isn't that a different term? Oh, that's catcall. Might not be a good thing. Hey Panda, how are you? Have you managed the truck recently? 3080 Ti. Has it been confirmed yet? Hey! Thanks for that, Panda. Appreciate it. GG. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club Valeverissimo. Gamers Nexus Rage Mode. Oh yeah, Steve loves the Rage Mode, doesn't he? And isn't like both Gamers Nexus and Hardware Unboxed, both of them have Steve? I think the Steves of the world are very technical in nature. Because even the person I work with, from time to time I work with a person named Steve, and he's one of the most technical people I know. Like, I'm a technical person already, but he is a totally different level. Like, he's a beautiful mind level of technical goodness. So I think if you name someone Steve, chances are they might be on the technical side. G in rage mode. I know he was always picking on the marketing terms that AMD has been putting out, like rage mode and what other terms did they have? But yeah, he loves those sarcastically. But what is the GN rage mode per se? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I haven't watched it yet. I think the last time I watched a GN video was maybe during when the 3080 releases were coming out. And I love that sky. Steve Convention. Hey, Valeverissimo. Yeah, indeed. Welcome back, man. Thank Jesus. Enjoy, Rohan, if you're still here. Sure, you could use that new fancy monitor for your classes. Get a high-res look from the teacher's webcam. How do classes even work these days? Is it like the teacher streaming? So they have like a board with them, or they share like PowerPoint slides? I guess it would be different per person, per teacher, per professor. But from your experience, how does it look like normally? There's a viewpoint there. Yeah, GN is Gamers Nexus. But what is GN Rage Mode? Or is that when he's raging at these marketing terms and immoral practices? Some immoral practice that he's calling out. Yeah, the rage mode in the AMD I'm familiar with, but the GN specific rage mode, I'm not sure if that refers to something else. Teacher stream. Students are the followers. You stay sub to pass. Perfect.
Few moments later.
Few moments later. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That is the equivalent. I was going to ask something. Those lights took forever. Oh, if you think this takes forever, get back to Fernbus. I have a Fernbus video coming out later, and it's been a while. It has been a year since I've driven it. Sure thing, Alex. And yeah, the traffic lights are pretty realistic. Like, I don't know, maybe it feels like 5 minutes you're stopped at the traffic light. We're here already. Nice. Somewhere in Utah. Hey, Geek Squad. How are you, man? Where's the road? I passed it. Whoop. Now, how do we park this thing? We'll see. Ah, I got you now, Iceman. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he loves it, the rage mode. Yeah, okay. How do we park this thing? I will probably need a bit more space. Let's maybe get all the space here. Do that. So, initial impressions of Cyberpunk. For those who've played it, who've watched it, gazillions of content creators are releasing content for it, I imagine. The queues for the physical copies have been humongous, as expected. I have a couple of people on my feed sharing pictures of the queue in the physical shops. That doesn't look good, does it? No. I'll have to do something else here. Hey, Sparrow! How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm just struggling to park here at the moment. Not sure this will help. This minor adjustment I did probably did not approach that the ideal way. Does not look good. We'll see. Maybe we can make it work. No, I won't, Panda. It's too mature. And I don't want to censor it, because I think part of the appeal is the maturity level. All the language, all the personalities, I think, are part of it. And if I hide some of those, I won't get the full experience. So unfortunately, I won't be streaming it. But I'm sure there will be gazillions of other content creators who will gladly take up that mantle. It just won't be me. Okay, we are going somewhere. I think I saw in my notification Squirrel was streaming it yesterday. Yeah, I was amazed. The whole process has been smooth for me. From the download, installation, then getting right into playing the game. Everything has been silky smooth. No issues whatsoever until a while ago when my game crashed, which is like after, like, I don't know how long I've been playing already. 7 hours worth of gameplay, I think. Let's park this properly. But yeah, it has been a while. I'm not sure if you could classify Microsoft Flight Simulator as a AAA game. Probably not, with all the bugs. But it has been so long since I've played a proper AAA game, and I forgot how optimized and how polished it can be. Because I've been very much used to very, how do you say, either unstable releases or releases that are stable but not so feature packed. Watch it for a bit. I was not into Cyberpunk either. I was like, what's all the hype about? Until yesterday. Came out of nowhere. I was not expecting to like it. But yeah, it's a good way to spend the time instead of watching. It's like an interactive movie. Should be better than lighting. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go? I do want to pass by here. Maybe if we can head west, pass through Las Vegas. I have to be very careful here though. If I remember correctly, I've been in many accidents around this part. There is a sharp turn here. I think it's this one, which doesn't have that yellow sign that warns you to slow down. We'll see. Alright, but yeah, head west towards California. We'll see if we can take a job. St. George. Yeah, there is one to Nevada, but I want to go farther if possible. Sacramento, that can work. Yes, that can work. Family-friendly game with a good sim storyline. Oh yeah, that's true. If I manage to install my SSD properly, that might be a good next step. We'll see. I have not done many of these Let's Plays with storyline, so I'm not an expert at it. But it would be nice to branch out from time to time, I guess. Walmart is way back there. Could probably loop around. Wyoming will come out. Yeah, that's a good question. Definitely after 1.40. But if it's 1.40 or 1.41, not sure. Oh, that's tricky. How the heck do we get out here? Sub-Zero, yeah, when it gets into full release. I don't like so much anymore playing the early access, because as good as it is, you kind of get it in installment. It's like it's just like watching a series episode per episode, and I kind of like to do it in all in one go. So maybe when it is fully released. Oh, there we go. Otherwise I lose my train of thought and forget the story. Subnautica MP version, is that the mod or is that official now? Story is finished and will come out soon. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, we will definitely get into that then. That is going to be super immersive. Hey Robert, hope you enjoy. Hope you find the mods list useful. If you have any questions, let us know. Finally explored Pro Mods Canada. Nice. It's a beautiful map. Yeah, I'm enjoying ATS so much these days. I don't have much interest for ETS2 at the moment. Even though there are some nice mods that are coming out or getting updated for ETS2, I don't know. The interest for me has not waned in ATS so far. We'll see. It can switch in a day or so, as quick as a day, but so far ATS has my full attention. It's a game mod. I think I saw that when it was in its early releases. I think you guys told me about it. Yeah, Subnautica is a game that is going to be very... It's perfect for MP, isn't it? Like a survival game. And grouping together to get resources and stuff. Sounds perfect. Played more than ETS2. Yeah, I think that's with all the happenings in ATS. most of the updates, most of the events, especially from SCS side, have been all about ATS. I guess it makes sense that we are enjoying this more. And with these updates, they're not just updates for update's sake. They're really improving the game. Case in point, Colorado. For NL. Yeah. Hey AK. How are you? Come back. Surround the lights here. I wonder if I'll make it to Walmart in time. Might actually not be there anymore when I get there. We'll see. Does anyone know if there was like a published how many hours Cyberpunk takes to finish? I met Keanu already, which is, I guess, the beginning of the main storyline. But the intro was surprisingly long. The story that precedes that. And I didn't have any idea what the story was. I didn't have any expectation, so it was great. Like, everything was new. I didn't know what was going to happen. Although I must say, to be honest, the story was a bit not sure if this will, maybe I watched too many movies or read too many books, but the story seemed a bit cliche to me. Like, it was very so far the beginning, it's very predictable. But maybe then again, maybe the story is not the focus. Maybe it's the entire experience and living in the universe, and the story is icing on the cake. And then maybe this is when it branches out, once you get to the main storyline. But yeah, with the intro, the story was like, I've seen this before. Oh yeah, this is the story, and yeah, this is what's going to happen, and yeah, it is what happened. Like, no surprises there. Although of course the entire experience, the action, the graphics, everything, the immersion is there. But the storyline was like, oh yeah, this feels like Mission Impossible, like one of the Mission Impossibles. Very familiar storyline. We will see. Still have long way to go. $20 to 30 hours of gameplay. Well, that's not bad. I'll finish it in a jiffy if I don't do any of the side missions. But yeah, I'll probably do some of them. Probably not all. We'll see. Depends on how much free time I have. I went corp. The corp is more relatable to me. Does the story change depending on which one you choose? Does the intro change? I'm not sure how much it changes the thing. Like, is the entire premise different if you choose a different path? Or do you have just additional like dialogue options? So we made it to the job, that's good. And I do want to pass through some nice areas here. Instead of going through 99, you can actually go through, wait a minute, Yosemite. Anyone fancy going past Yosemite? That one? That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, that's too much. And we can go past I-5 north. Yeah, looks good. Look at all the viewpoints there, all the question marks. That is Sierra Nevada territory. I almost pressed F5 for a quick save. It's a different key here. In ATS. 3 trucks, 2 states, and the cabin accessories for ATS only this year. Wow. Yeah, that's a huge achievement. Really lots of activity in ATS. So how many hours do we have? 59. It'll take us 8. Yeah, he can easily sleep. Let's sleep first so that we are driving on daytime. Train of updates to ATS 2 just like ATS this year. Who knows? I have my doubts, but we'll see. ATS is normally very secretive about it. SES rather. Which path did you choose, Jack? Nomad? No, maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe it will be a bit of a spoiler. Yeah, it reminds me of a lot of different storylines from other movies. In one movie that it reminded me of a lot, and maybe it is intentional. That's what I didn't connect initially. Maybe you guys have more background on it. Are you guys familiar with a movie called Johnny Mnemonic? It's a 90s movie, apparently starring Keanu Reeves. And the storyline is very similar. Very, very, very similar. From what I can remember of the movie, at least the small things I can remember of it. It's like this story sounds like something I've watched before. A start storyline. He went nomad to start. Ah, I see. Yep, X15. What do you think train of updates can look like for ETS2? For sure Iberia will be there. The 1.40 lighting update, I guess we can count on that as well. What other updates do you think they can come up with for ETS2? Do you think they could come up with a new truck? Any hints that they've been sharing maybe? After Iberia, there would be, what was it? Was it Russia that they announced? Well, unofficially. More trucks. What trucks do you think they could release for ETS2? I guess no one knows about Johnny Mnemonic. Must be super old. Old guy stories. Truck entry here. Do we refuel? Nah, no need. Sleepy area is way on that side. Improvements to old areas. Oh yeah, that would be great. Reworks, huh? That would be awesome. You're sure, Jay? Really sure? Didn't watch it. Is it too new? Yeah, I don't think it got a lot of positive feedback. So I don't think it's one of the like must-watch movies. But I watched it for some reason. And I remember it. Because the story is very distinct. And when Cyberpunk kind of took that similar storyline, I was like, I've seen this before. At least that part, that premise. Russia, meh. Greece or northern Scandinavia. I like the sound of that. Yeah. Did they confirm Russia already? They haven't officially confirmed, but they've teased it already, right? Or did they actually confirm it? But yeah, it looks like after Iberia we'll be getting Russia. Russia, not Europe. I'm always confused where Russia is classified under. I guess it's a bit of half and half. Maybe like Turkey. They did mention. So that's been confirmed. Okay. I remember they were teasing it a bit before, but I didn't recall they confirming it actually. Don't even think about it, thank you. Sometimes the AI listens. Sometimes. SKRS should improve Norway, go past Oslo, Finland. Yeah, I would like to go back to the north sometime. The problem I see with Scandinavia, with specifically Norway and Sweden, the roads are fairly, what do you say, singular. Like there's only one path going to a city. So chances are if you're going to Norway, for example in Bergen, it's the same road that you're going through. And there's not much variety in there. And you can't go much further. Much farther. So yeah. More roads in there, more areas to explore further north. That would be great. 15 miles per hour, man, that's super slow. Rigid trucks, oh yes, definitely. Maybe they're planning that together with multi-drops. That would be a great update for next year. Good play for their user base. Oh, are there a lot of Russian... Is there a huge Russian community for trucking? They would need to know their stuff though. They really need to do their research. Because like for example in the Black Sea DLC, there were a lot of complaints from the locals because of some inaccuracies and some omissions. Rigid trucks and multi-drops would be great. The last two DLCs were awful. Which one is this, Alex? Black Sea and Baltic, you mean? Iceland and Ireland. True. Lots of different opportunities to expand into, huh? What is LiDAR? Sorry. And that speed limit is so useful. Yeah, I realize I don't go often anymore on the Baltic or Black Sea areas. What the heck is that even? Speaking of Star Trek, I am catching up to the latest episode now, I think. Halfway there. Sorry, I keep forgetting. How many episodes are we expecting for Star Trek Discovery again this season? I think we're at episode 8 now, is it? Getting new episodes every week. And one should be coming out today, right? That's a series I really enjoy watching. I finished the Umbrella Academy, by the way, season 2. Meh. That's okay. Not your typical superhero series. A bit frustrating at times, but It's had some nice, interesting concepts and storylines. Some nice twists. Nevada, okay, I have to keep my speed regulated. In Nevada, do you guys know? Does it snow? I didn't think it snowed in Nevada. Or at least not often. Good day, nice. There's no truck info overlay. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks for highlighting. Yeah, I just forgot to turn it on. Thanks for letting me know. 1 sec, let's turn it on. Give me a quick second. It should just be a matter of a few clicks here and there. And that should make it work. There you go. Thank you. Taking bets when he notices. You guys are the best. LiDAR provides map accuracy, including elevation to 15 centimeter deviation. Wow. Is that like satellite imagery? So I guess Flight Sim uses that for its big maps. Got weird with all history facts. I'm actually thinking I might like season 2 more, and I'm not sure if it's because I got used to the characters and now the story gets weird, or I just like it more, but I got more frustrated with season 1 for sure. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Hard to recreate in game, instant scaling when 19 is there. Yeah. It's not going to be straightforward, unfortunately. And that's one of the trickiest things. How do you change the scale without changing the driving experience? Because as they learned the hard way, and as we've learned the hard way as drivers, it's just not just a matter of shrinking the roads or cutting off the roads, because the bends are severely affected. Are we in Vegas already? Vegas, baby! Isn't that what they say? Let's keep here. So attached to Pro mods can think where the base map ends in ATS too. Oh yeah. There are some guys who know though. And I blow those guys their attention to detail. I think, who was it? We have a regular. He hasn't been on in a while, but yeah, I think who was it? I'm trying to remember. I think Hud is one of the guys who knows the specific borders, and that's amazing, especially because he isn't a mapper. Some of the mappers we know, like Scan from the Pro Mods team, like you show him a screenshot, he knows exactly where that place is. And that's thanks to like spending countless hours in the map editor. And some people just really know. Nice memory. Bellagio. Must be close enough, huh? Wasn't it like Bellagio? Five hours in a truck sim on a 1:1 scale. Some people actually would like that. Oh, maybe this is something I can ask while everyone's here. Has anyone managed to install an M.2 drive? Because I think it should be fairly simple. But there are like a few. Did I miss my turn? Yeah, I did. I think it's okay. You have an M.2 SSD. Nice. So what I saw in the video, well, I have to remove my GPU. That's why I can't just install it, plop it on. And as much as possible, I would have preferred not to touch my GPU because it's working great now. I don't want to rock the boat, basically. But the M.2 slot is right behind. So I have to remove the GPU first. And then I think I will unscrew the lock. And then I think I have to attach the drive on the socket at like a 30-degree angle. Is that correct? So I saw in the video at least. And then I will screw it back in. And that should basically lock it. I hope that is enough. I will let you guys know tomorrow. But yeah, I left it for the weekend, so I'm not rushing into anything. PC building sim. We'll see. It should be fairly simple. Like sticking a RAM slot in there. I don't have Jake brakes enabled. I like this transmission that I chose for this truck. I'm using oh crap. Yeah, I have to be very careful with the bends. We have entered Nevada, so the signs are not well done. Very raw. What do you call this? And of course I lost my train of thought because of that. What was I talking about, guys? Oh yeah, the transmission. I think I chose the Detroit 12-speed transmission, which doesn't have a retarder. And I like it because it makes things a little more complex. Makes it harder when you're descending on a downhill slope. You literally have to manage your brakes. Turn the engine brake on. And when you're doing a cruise control, you can't just do like a cruise control like that because the Jake brake won't work. Nothing will slow you down. Normally the retarder works, but in this case, like that one, I'll just continue speeding here even if I set 55 as the MPH. I have to like set the Jake brake. I have to turn the Jake brake on like so, toggle it on, and then go to cruise control. Otherwise it won't slow itself down because it doesn't have a retarder built in. It makes things a bit harder, makes things a bit more complex. You have to think of it more, but it's nice. It's easier with a side panel. Oh no, here we go. Welcome back, Rohan. 2 types of M.2 slots. NVMe slot is different than the older version. So the one I mentioned, is that for an NVMe slot? SES needs to revise the system after picking up load, paperwork, dispatcher. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're planning on it. I would love some more immersion elements, but I don't think they have plans for it. At least they haven't shared any. Hopefully they're just working on it in secret. I bought a 970 Evo Plus Samsung, an M.2 NVMe drive. Let's hope it works, so that I don't have to always go scrounging up for space. always have to uninstall and reinstall games just to switch them back and forth. I love this. Maybe it's JBX as well. It's the visual fidelity is very crisp. The update on the textures is very nice. But also the smoothness, I think, has been improved, because I used to go with natural lux, right? And NL is normally great, but it has humongous skyboxes, which is both a good and bad thing. In order to make the skyboxes work for NL, you have to change some launch parameters, increase the buffer size so that it's big enough for the skybox. And Bengan helped me with this. But if you increase the size of the buffer, there is a limit in game, and I don't know why there's that limit. If you increase the size of the buffer, you get fewer buffers, so you can load less things at the same time. And that means even though you can load the skybox without hiccup, the other elements can't be loaded in parallel as much. So you have to like sacrifice. Do you want a bigger buffer but fewer of them, or do you want a smaller buffer but more of them? So with NL you have to choose that bigger buffer but fewer. With JBX you don't have to do that, because the skyboxes are, I think, are smaller. So you can go with the recommended parameters from Bengan. In his NVIDIA profile inspector tweaks, he also has some launch parameters mentioned there. So I chose the one with smaller buffer but more of them, and now I'm getting almost stutter free, hardly any stutters at all. And it just adds to the overall experience, especially when you're trucking for hours on end. You feel every stutter, kind of get out of the picture every stutter you get. So the fewer there are, the greater the overall experience will be. And that has been smooth so far. Also, I like the JBX update. The Instagram filter, I think it's still there. What do you guys think? But I think it has been significantly reduced, from my view at least. What is your opinion on JBX? I know there could be very varied opinions on it, as with everything that is graphics related. Crap. The 3080 cleaned it. Oh crap, here we go. With the bends. Side panel, side panel, side. So I'm going to get into my subliminal. And the side panel is out of the equation for me, thankfully, because I don't have table space anymore. So there is nowhere to put it. I would need a bigger flat, a bigger home, and a bigger table. Trying an ultra-wide 32:9 monitor with ATS is game-changing. Oh, cool. How does it look like? Do you not get like stretched stuff on the sides? I'm not sure how a 32:9 aspect ratio feels, because with this one 1632, oh, that's like a dual monitor, right? I think that should be fine. I don't think you would get any stretching or any visible stretching. That's great. I can imagine, yeah. That kind of ultra wide is perfect for Sims. How do you call it anyway? Because the 21:9 is already ultra wide. How do you call the 32:9? Super duper ultra mega wide? I'm sure the marketing people have come up with some fancy names for it. I have the lower buffer size. I copied basically what Bengan asked me to, and this is the experience so far. So I trust Bengan with most of the graphics settings. He knows his stuff. 40. I'm actually not sure where that trailer comes from. Is it from Sizzle, I guess? So I didn't install any separate trailer pack, but I'm getting those fancy NASCAR trailers. Tough. Move your documents folder to HTT. Yeah, that will slow down the loading. Ideally, you put those in SSD, but yeah, you need to do what you have to do, right? Side panels. Yeah, with Alex, I think that can work better. Dual monitor for gaming, I'm not a fan. I mean, if you're planning to have both monitors on the game, I don't think it's going to be nice unless the game has a specific dual monitor option. Like in Truck Sim, you can configure that you still have this exact screen you're seeing right now, and then the monitor on the left or right will feature things on the left side of it. That thing you can configure in Truck Sim. But in other games, having the center right in the bezel, I'm not a fan of that. So I'd rather you go single or triple if you're planning on multiple monitor gaming. If you have it as a utility monitor, then that's more than perfect. But yeah, ultra wide is a very nice recent addition to the options. Fairly recent, relatively, because it's fuss free. You don't get as much flexibility, as much range as the triple monitors for sure, but you don't have to fuss about with the monitor settings either, the offsets and stuff like that, so it's more hassle free. Infinity, yeah, it's for AMD, it's Infinity, for Nvidia it's Surround. Nice, Jay. That's the hope. That's why I bought it. But we will see. Hopefully I did my research right. Side panel still stuck in the US. How long has it been since you ordered it? I saw a video by SES, I think, or one of the developers of SES. A quadruple monitor setup. I don't need it, it's fancy. But yeah, at least the game can support it. Fourth monitor. Nah, there's no space anymore. Space is the limit. Tumbleweed alert. So guys, this thing that we're seeing right now, the vegetation, the white stuff, the snow, that's definitely from Frosty mod. But the roads, do you think this is JBX? Or do you think that's Frosty? Now I don't have the heavy winter add-on. But I would have expected the roads are coming from Frosty, because in terms of load order, as you guys might have seen earlier, Frosty mod has a higher priority in the load order for me. Oh, here we go with the bend. Slow down here. There you go. VR, oh, that's something I haven't gotten into yet. Some people are really liking it though. I can imagine. delivered to him. It's very similar to Frosty Winter with non-heavy snow. Okay, so maybe this is Frosty mod roads. Because some people were asking, I wasn't sure what the answer was. But I would have expected textures and vegetation are from Frosty, since I put that on top in the load order versus JBX. Good luck again. He's using your side panel in the meantime. There's one more there. Cool stuff. Very interesting speed limits here. 25 right before the city, and then in the city itself it's 30. He's not a gamer like you. That's safe. No competition. How far away are we, guys? I think we still have a long way to go, which is good. Let me just double check that we are passing through Yosemite. Yes, we are, and we will go through in that viewpoint right there, there, and there. We'll be passing through 3 viewpoints in this Yosemite excursion. No, it's a side panel for Farm Sim. Different games. Great. He doesn't like Truck Sim. What is that speed limit all about? 19? Wasn't it supposedly 30? Weird, one second. Here I don't see a speed limit at all on the map. Strange. Did I bug it out? Supposedly not. Yeah, and I'm not going beyond 30. Like, I don't get that red tag on the speed on the lower right, which normally happens when you're going beyond the speed limit. So I wonder why it says 19 there. Interesting. First time that happened to me. Let's see if it got stuck or something, maybe. Yeah, just a smidge different side panel. So what are your plans for the holidays, guys? Guys planning on doing any traveling, reunions with families? I know a lot of plans have been put on hold. But the UK, I think, has started to get their vaccines, right? I had a commenter on YouTube saying the first ever COVID vaccine was administered in the UK in public by a Filipino nurse. That's cool. Lots of buttons, definitely. No holiday. No traveling this year. Only going to be playing Cyberpunk, yeah. That's why I think it's the perfect Christmas gift for yourself. If you're going to be stuck at home, might as well enjoy it. 45, now it's working properly. 45 miles. Wonder what my dad said 19. Traveling virtually. Yeah, traveling is not a very safe option for most of the people these days, depending on where you are. I think I shared it already, but yeah, Mrs. Clumsy and I, we going outside. I booked a staycation for a change, just so we feel that something is different, something is special in Christmas, actual Christmas Day. Turkey will slowly vanish. Yeah, we'll have a short staycation in a hotel. They have like a Christmas package and whatnot. Pamper ourselves a bit and then go back home. So stay there for a couple of days. Which reminds me, I have to prepare some videos in advance. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's true. Allergic reactions, which I guess is pretty normal. Yeah, I saw the article on that, and my first impression was, yeah, if you think of it with just that article, it sounds bad. But I mean, most of other types of medication produce allergic reactions as well. That's why there is a list of side effects for each type of medicine. So with what we are seeing, is that normal with other types of medicine, or is that producing or causing much more or much greater side effects? That's the part that I haven't seen in the article. It definitely was an eye catcher, but maybe it's not as bad as it seems. Vaccine companies, yeah. Reached over 1K, my goodness. Sorry to hear that. Keep safe, Geek Squad. Stay home. Yeah, here in Singapore, we are more free to roam around. We haven't had local cases for a couple of days now. The longest we had was 15 days. 15 days without any local cases. We have new cases overall because some people are traveling already, and they come back to Singapore and they caught the virus. So we call those imported cases. But those cases those imported cases, they are immediately put on stay home notice. So they are locked on their homes, and they are monitored that they don't go out at all for 14 days, I think. But for those locally transmitted here in Singapore itself, we had zero for 15 days. And then we started getting one on the 16th day, and then one couple of days after that. In the past, starting this week, I think we had zero again. So we have mostly 0 or 1, which is a very good thing. I think they're getting on top of it. Imported cases are around single to double digit, like 6 to 12, around that point. And as long as the stay home notices are enforced and people are following properly, then we should be good, ideally. So as a result, people have started coming out. And when you go out these days, it's like back to normal in terms of the number of people, except for the social distancing measures, and we all have our masks on, regardless if we are outside or inside. As long as you go outside of your house, you have to put your mask on. They're playing it safe, which is a good thing. It's inconvenient, but let's do our part. But I like it. So that's why Mrs. Clumsy and I were confident enough that we could go out and spend our Christmas outside the house and not get paranoid with the safety and stuff like that. Here we go, turning into Yosemite, supposedly, if I got this correctly. Energy, cruise lines, and airlines, that's a very good point. You invest when things are low. But nah, I don't play that game. Should we turn this into a personal finance podcast? Personal finance stream? I'm more than happy to switch to that. But yeah, I don't play that game. I just invest in all of them. And then focus my efforts on some things that I'm more passionate about, like games and simulators. Invest it once, then forget it. Well, keep on investing and then forget it once you put it in. Here we have those, how would you call those mountains? Creeping mountains? I don't like it. And that's not Jack's, I don't like it, I really don't like it. Fresno, Gateway to the Sierras, that one I like though. I guess this is Sierra Nevada country already. Actually, I'm not sure. I would have expected seeing a sign, a Team Reforma sign. Also turkeys. Turkeys are always good investments. Because of the ingredients used to create them. Yeah, I'm thinking more that the side effects, the allergies are just a normal thing. I haven't really read up on it though, so don't take my word for it, but yeah, I don't think it's as bad as the media is initially portraying it to be, at least based on the title. Of course, the media will always try to get some clicks. Either that's a clickbait or a bit misleading or not the full picture. But they have to get the clicks. They have to get the site visits and stuff like that. So sometimes things are a bit exaggerated. Oh, this is beautiful. I almost forgot how beautiful Sierra Nevada looks like. They're yet to test on kids though. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's a good point. It's going to be very tricky how they do that. AC Trains, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hopefully we get into contact with some trains in this trip. I do have that improved trains mod. Oh, I forgot to download the mod that you recommended, Alex. Yeah, because Alex initially recommended that improved trains mod, but it was a bit too loud. So apparently there is an add-on to that mod done by the same author, was it? Which supposedly slows down or lessens the volume. So that should make things a lot more manageable. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot. I'll have to remember it later. Stay safe, guys. You were tested positive. Panda, how are you feeling? Were you asymptomatic or did you have any symptoms? You're doing well. Are we even allowed here? We might get a penalty. I think they allow trucks with trailers here. We will see. Yeah, that's the one. No way. Give me that bill. They can't deny my big personality. No one can deny it. I have yet to show it off though. Cheating. Yes, it is trains. This will come out tomorrow. Oh yeah, by the way, the Convoy guys. Are you guys good? Let me know who is interested in joining the Convoy. 23rd evening, Eastern US time. 7 p.m. start, I think that is. It's going to be 24th for me. Find at the end of the road. So if we teleport, we won't get fined. It's okay, Alex will foot the bill. Wouldn't you, Alex? We will go ATS for sure. Cascadia. Oi. What emote is that? Is that an owl? Yeah, one sec, let me fix my seat. You mean football? World Cup title. Ah, I see. Ah, goodness. Good thing I saw it before it sounded off. A split second beforehand. My heart was ready. Hey, watch, how are you? How's it going? You guys think we'll get a Christmas event from SES? Usually they have that, right? The thing where you haul presents. But the Colorado event is still ongoing, so I'm not sure if they can have that in parallel. No soccer. I'll let the Europeans debate it with you. Unfortunately, we don't have many Europeans here. They're all sleeping by now. So I guess soccer it is then. What's our FPS here? Yeah, this is the heaviest area, one of the heaviest areas I'm driving through because of all the trees and shadows. So when in other areas we could do like 120, here we are getting close to 60. Still good though. Don't really feel it. I win! Football! How's it called there, Jay? In India? In Singapore, I think they call it soccer. Actually, I'm not so sure. You guys know me, I'm a very sporty person, right? The sportiest person ever. Football, I see. Oh yeah, because you have also a lot of influence from the UK. I guess that would make sense. The English in India, do you also use the British English normally? Is that the right term? The color with a U? Favorite with a U? Aluminium? Is Jack still here? Lots of clubs there for it. Nice. Tuning pack. Oi. Aluminium, right? Good day, mate. Isn't that it? Mixing all the different words now. Fake words. Fake. Oh. Jake brakes aren't on. Yeah, I think here in Singapore as well, it's mostly British English. Makes sense given the history. Although because of American influences as well, maybe, I don't know, Hollywood or pop culture, there's getting a bit of mix these days. It's not purely British English anymore. But for me, personally, I'm more familiar for sure with the, how do you call it in American English? Because in turn, the Philippines has a lot of American influence, given the history. So the weird spelling with the U's is not familiar to me. It's not second nature to me. Mince pies and brandy cream. Actually, yeah, that's one of the tricky things because of the difference in British English and American English. And it's not really clear cut here in Singapore because it's such a multicultural country, right? So you're not really sure when you go to a restaurant, when they say chips, what do you mean chips? And depending on the restaurant, you'll get something completely different. It's color. What Jack says is color, isn't it? Alex is color. How about pizza? Armor. Everything is wrong. Grand piano. How does Jack say it? Oh, I can almost imagine. I can almost hear Jack's voice with that grande piano. Oh, it's getting dark. We have to find a place to rest. Oh yeah, by the way, that's one thing I was trying to modify. If you're getting nitpicky about it, the main negative impact of JBX and Frosty mod combination is you have the wrong temperatures. Because if you're using JBX weather, that includes skyboxes, but also the temperatures. So if you look at this one, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, what is that in Celsius? I don't know, 24? Maybe? 20? And yeah, with winter, it's probably not the right temp. So I was trying to modify it, but apparently it was. Is this the way? Okay. Oh, let's go on the other side. I think it would be easier. Viewpoint first, then sleep. Apparently, you have to modify all the climate files. Each skybox has its own climate setting, has its own temperature. So depending on how many skyboxes you have, it's so many. But yeah, it's a lot of manual work. In Notepad++ will help, but still so much manual work. I'd rather just wait for JBX to add winter compatibility. Tunnel view. Wow, very very unique name. Like your color here in Canada. So wait, Canada also uses British English? Oh, I guess that makes sense, huh? Interesting. So close, but so different. GIF war, GIF war. Oh yeah, how do you say it? GIF or GIF? I know there are so many memes about it. Well, how do I say it? I think I say GIF. Depends on my mood, probably. Oh. Temperature? What's that? Never used the temperature. Yeah, there are some picky guys in YouTube, as you guys can imagine. You can find all sorts of people in YouTube world. You'll find the tiniest things to nitpick about. But yeah, let's say YouTube people are very detail oriented. GIF. It's JPEG. So many city names which are from the UK. Well, I think in general the US has so many city names from other countries. It's either they use the same one or they add a new in front. Just to make it a bit different. Oh yeah, I saw that. Where was that in Austria? Fugging? Has that name been officially done? I thought initially it was a joke. And then as I continued seeing the different memes, it's like, is that name real? Apparently it was, huh? Oh my goodness, this looks like a horror movie. Family friendly stream. I wonder how that name came to be. If there was some like sinister Austrian who got away with it, he learned the word and then suggested it as a name. And since no one else in the board or whatever knew the English word, they said, okay, sounds good. And that's where the name came from. I'm sorry. Yosemite Valley. Hotel Modesto. Good. Great place to show your personality. Please no. There is road which connects all the cities like Wedding. One sec, Panda. You lost me there. Which topic is this? Is this about the town or is this about the city names in the US? Ooh, too fast. Okay, stick it to 45. Automod held it out now. So wait, that's the history of the town, the name? A road which connects all the cities. I still don't get it. Help me out a bit. Spell it out for me, will you? By the way, stepping back into the Cyberpunk discussion again for a bit. I'm curious, is the Cyberpunk franchise old, like the universe? Has there been like old games about Cyberpunk? Or movies, novels, or whatnot? Does anyone know? Because it seems like such a fleshed out universe. Like everything is there, like the entire world, the brand names, the fictional companies, the advertisements, the corporations. So this is all new. Man, goodness, the work that you needed to do there. Wow. a good choice they decided to delay it so much. They delayed it for what, how many months? 10 months? Or so? But that I think is a good choice. It's so much, it's I would call it as a very polished game, especially given the recent histories of the game releases that we've been experiencing. It's very stable. Seven years plus of game development. Wow. It's been in development for that long. Goodness. Wow. I thought it was only... When was it announced? Last year? Wait a minute. So there is a board game with it. That would make sense. So the lore comes from the board game and they took that one step further. Made it into a living, breathing, virtual universe. My goodness, it's beautiful. There's a scene, you have your own apartment. And when you go outside your apartment, you step onto the streets, it really feels like a full world. Like buildings, restaurants, different establishments, different kinds of people. And everything has been, like, everything is there. Everything is different. Super cool how they did that. Full-blown effort. Welcome to AAA gaming. No wonder some people complain about the simulators we play. It's not optimized. Well, from a simulator's point of view, it is optimized. But yeah, if you compare it to the AAA games, you can see where they're coming from. It was announced in 2013. Wow. Goodness, it has been a long wait, huh? I guess I'm the youngest Cyberpunk fan because I only became a fan as of yesterday. How about you guys? When did you start hearing about it? I think the story blew up since last year, maybe, into the mainstream when Keanu Reeves was announced. But I guess some more hardcore fans would have known of it way ahead of time. '88 first edition, 1990 Cyberpunk 2020. So there are lots of them. That would make sense, yeah, because the universe seems so fleshed out. And it's hard to imagine a universe that polished or that developed would come from nowhere. Although I guess 7 years would also be ample time to produce all those. Like even the commercials, the radio stations, everything is new. Everything is different from the world that we're used to. So you could really immerse yourself in that. I actually was trying to look up some articles about that Johnny Mnemonic video. About movie. Is Johnny Mnemonic, what's his name? Silverhand? Is the sequel? So if you watch that movie, the storyline is almost the same. The premise, at least. The basic premise is the same. And I won't go into any more detail than that, otherwise I risk spoiling it. Unfortunately, with winter, sunrise is very late and sunset is very early. Share the meme where Cyberpunk talks about patience. Oh yeah, the skill you learned in video games, is that it? Is that referring to Cyberpunk? I guess that would also be applicable for other of our favorite games. Truck Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, X-Enviro, for those who are into X-Plane. Patience is the #1 skill you need when gaming. Modern Warfare, RTX and Skyboxes. Is that the game? It's a Call of Duty one, right? That has a huge hard drive requirement. How much is it? 150 gigs or something? I was actually surprised with Cyberpunk. It only requires 70 gigs. With all the content there, it only requires 70. That's a surprise because like Fernbus requires 60 gigs. So it's like almost the same size. Yeah, that's the power of AAA gaming. You have such a huge team that can handle all those different details, not just the gameplay. I remember when I was still playing on my PS3, back when I was still in the Philippines, I absolutely loved the Dragon Age series, and that game has tons of lore. Goodness, why is that not sold out anymore? Yay! Yeah, you can read through so much. Spend your time reading those like codex entries and stuff like that. Backstories on different things. That scared you. Oh, that was her voice, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, yeah. The major, like the main plot of Johnny Mnemonic is so similar with Cyberpunk. So much so that I was disappointed when I first, because I didn't know anything about Cyberpunk, right? And when I was playing through it and the storyline was playing itself out, I was like, oh, I can predict what's going to happen. But then I realized maybe it's a tribute or like it's a direct influence from Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, it reminded me so much of that movie. Although I've completely forgot about the name of the movie and also the actor. So I was surprised when I was searching it up. I was surprised it was also Keanu Reeves. Wow. He brings it full circle. So get you back soon. You need an essay. We need the essay horn in the sound alerts. With an essay at the end. That would be perfect. Selling PS5 images printed on a paper for $4.99 to trap the bot buying out. Oh, did it work? Did the bot buy some? Why is that blank? That's interesting. Might be a bug. It's like the paint is white out. Maybe that's a Frosty mod side effect. Well, it's night, but let's try to enjoy the viewpoint. It's the same. Essay, we need it. Who's leaving? Rohan got kicked out. Stanislaus National Forest. Anyone familiar with this? It's at 45 miles. Yeah, it only like appears at the last moment, doesn't it? I have to monitor that. Me no go anywhere. Is the class done? It was quick. What was your professor streaming? Cyberpunk? Is that the class these days? Last day of class, so good. They timed it perfectly for Cyberpunk. Did you get it? Are you planning to buy it? Would be fancy for your new monitor. Next week, there's still exams, I see. Good luck, man, good luck. Yeah, it's going to be a great reward for you. Reward for the hard work. Maybe. Modern Warfare. I know nothing about Modern Warfare. I assume it's a Call of Duty game that's super cool. Super nice graphics. COD. Didn't they have Modern Warfare before already? I think I played that on the PS3. What number are they at now? Or do they still number it at all? COD Modern Warfare. Some bot or person. One item sold. Let's hope that it was a bot, because if it was a person, I would be very sad for that guy. Yeah, look at that, it's blank. And then it comes up at the last moment. Weird. Tricky. Strange. Wrong button. Maybe not the parking brake while you're moving. Black Ops Cold War. Wow, so many Call of Duty games. Does it change? Because from the uninitiated guy like me, when I was playing Call of Duty before, and what I see in the videos, well, at least not in the latest ones, but the ones from years ago, sure looks like the same game to me. Maybe that's what they say when they see me trucking. Why is he still trucking? Just it depends on your preference, I guess. SES map improvements, the old Bellingham Heights mod. Oh, that's a nice one, right? Pro Mods Canada adaptation out. Cool. Would you know, Alex, if it's compatible with Sierra Nevada and other Team Reforma maps? Improved gun mechanics and sounds. Lot better compared to the older titles. I'm sure the fans would notice the differences. But for those who don't play it, I guess it would be harder to distinguish, huh? Missions are getting unreal in terms of what? Difficulty? Or how nice it's done? I remember playing the campaign of Call of Duty. It's very nice. I think it's one of those first games I encountered that were really in first person and you really like the NPCs are interacting with you directly and you really feel that you're in there. I sure know how to do that properly. Nice. Yeah, the new SCS map improvement, it got renamed from Bellingham Heights from what I saw before, because it was also changing some areas. I can't recall which areas exactly though. Printed image of the 6800 XT for 400 on eBay. $20 shipping. Did it get bought? Finally the sun is coming out. Hope the bot got scammed. Has anyone checked the markets recently? Is the stock getting better for the graphics cards? I haven't checked in a while. I'm getting targeted ads from our online shopping platform though. So maybe some things are coming up. Goodness, how winding can this get? I just cannot get enough of this truck. Oh, I just saw I'm actually almost reaching, well, close to reaching 10,000 miles on this truck. Been enjoying driving with this. Just the feeling of the physics, I think, is very well done. And everything just looks great. Yeah, I think this is the best truck from SCS so far. Even when it comes to sound, surprisingly. So much so that I am happy enough to take this for a spin in MP with default sounds. What truck are you guys driving with when we do our convoy? Are we all going with a Cascadia? What is that? Interesting. For science. World War. Oh yeah, I like those as well. Classic ones. Fuel soon. Oh, good point. Wyoming is just a void in real life. Maybe it's more scenic than expected. I don't know. It would definitely make sense from a geographical point of view because it fills up the map. More squarish layout. Whoa, that was steep. Did we actually go through a shortcut? Let's take a photo here. That was very steep. Block of concrete, my goodness. Cascadia. Cascadia. That's a shortcut. Cool. I thought we were going to go on a dead end. Of course, we'll need to take a photo of the bridge itself. Not very scenic from behind like that though, but maybe the one in front would give a nicer view. Let's have a look. Medal of Honor game. Why do I remember that game? I think that was the I think I played that. It's like Call of Duty, right? But more World War II era. I think there are multiple ones as well. Climbing back that shortcut. Oh crap, there you go. Jack called it. Is it really a shortcut? Or did we go back? Will we reach that point? There is a gas station there. Rip. You have to be quick with the shifting. Wow. Pro. Where the heck are we going? Well, it doesn't look like we're getting any gas anytime soon. Okay, I think I see the junction. Where are Cascadias made? Did we get the shortcut or did we go back? Actually, don't know anymore. It does seem like a shortcut, maybe. What's the fuel? Oh, there's the def. Def aka AdBlue, right? Same gauge as the fuel, but different colored needle. And how about that thing on the right side? So you see that gauge with the air? There are also two things there. A white one, a white needle with a P, and a blue needle which says S. Pressure and speed. No problem. I don't know. Do a 55 on this bend. I am not very confident. Actually, yeah, it's fine. A long cut. I think it was. It might actually have been. Very scenic. I wonder if it snows here though. I think here in the West Coast, snow is not that common, is it? At least in the West Coast, in the California region. Maybe in Oregon and Washington we see that more often. Don Pedro Lake is the point. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that lady's in big trouble. Got cemented in. She must have been standing there for so long. Actually, they all have been. I wonder if this is a texture problem or Don Pedro Reservoir. If it's a mod conflict or it's a mapping issue from Sierra Nevada. Nice reflections there though. Waving for help, yeah, seems like it. Mr. Freeze. James E. Roberts Memorial Bridge. Nice way to take a short break. Yep. still have fuel? Probably not. Let's see if there's something we can look at here. Engine. I don't think so. In other trucks, there is a distance. Estimated distance. You can still drive given your fuel. Background music is from Abstraction Music. I just played it at the same time. Felt like we were in Egypt. Felt like it would fit one of those mummy movies. We live in Washington in Seattle region. No snow here, but wind. But when it does, there's a lot of it. Ah, I see. Yeah, I guess middle of, maybe later on, a few weeks from now, or a month from now, that would then change. Hey, you guys didn't see? You didn't see my lips moving? Perfect. Please no. Boombox Clumsy. Why not? No! How the heck do you do that so fast? Is there a command for it? The only way I know how to clip is to click the button where it takes you to a different screen. Have to teach us our skills. Master Clipper. Those new personalities really work. Oh yeah, they do. Wait till I show you the big one. It actually shocked me a bit when I was starting the game because, as I mentioned, I didn't have any background on it. No background on the story, no background on the features. I just played the game and I was like customizing my character and I was like, am I reading this right? And then I clicked it and it was like, whoa, okay. Bye. Click the button and publish. Ah, that works. That was fast. Yeah, before there was like a Master Clipper badge. I'm not sure where it went. Or if I have to assign that manually. I think you got it already before. Have a nice trip. Is that the end of Sierra Nevada? Not sure. Oh, nice. Nice cabin movements there. Very fluid. Don't want to fall for this again. Yeah, it's a buy for running away from me showing my big personality. Ate the badge. Not enough pizza. Along with his fatigue. Oh yeah. How are you guys planning your, so if most of you guys are staying home, how are you planning your, I don't know, reunions or Christmas dinners? Will you be having like virtual like Zoom calls with relatives. Not sure how our families will do it. We have not really talked about it yet. Just feels so weird, doesn't it? These times. Celebrate with pizza! Always a good combo. Y'all know Joe? Which Joe? Joe Mama. Quarantine lockdowns, yeah. It's a very different Christmas, very different holiday season for sure. Oh, Scotsman! Amsterdam man, how are you? Oh, he's here! Run! Yeah, challenging times. Did I just miss my gas station? I guess I did. Oh yeah, it did. There's one here. Okay. Phew. I think we'll make it. Stockton. Investor Day presentation. What is that? Look at you, fancy investor. Are you a stockholder? Move it. Thank you. Disney stock. How much does that go for these days? I think the market is in an all-time high recently. Last time I checked. Whoa. Poor guy. Must have had too much coke. Sugar rush. Future projects coming at Disney. Oh, spill it. What do they tease? What do they share? The high level stuff. That wall is strong. No game for you. It's not because it's not a game, it's a sim. Oh no. What's Nightbot complaining about now? Didn't he stream before already? Oh, that was on Steam. Streaming on Steam. Well, I'll be there waiting for the face reveal. Never. Star Wars to Marvel. Cool. When are they planning to release the Marvel movies? Do you guys know? There were supposedly a couple, one or two, that released this year, right? Probably got pushed back to next year. Put that truck in the mall. Wasn't me. Very nice length of on-ramps, off-ramps. For a change. Spider-Verse coming out next year. I think I saw the poster. Different Spider-Men. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's not watch Alex anymore. If the first thing he'll do is show us his personality. Bye. Might be better to skip out on it. for everyone's safety. It's called broadcasting. Oh, is it? Nice. Yeah, you can also stream on Discord now. Not sure if I enabled it on my channel though. I should enable it for subs at least. Those who are part of the Cool Kids Club should be able to stream so you guys can show stuff to the community in there. Oh, I love it, this highway. Sierra Nevada hype. Only thing missing are the cars. But again, maybe this is how it looks in real life right now. Although I actually have my doubts. I think in the US, well, I guess in the US is a very general term. It depends where exactly. But I think generally the people in the US are going out and about more often, or more at least. Not as locked down anymore. Is that a correct statement? Or are you guys holed up in your home still most of the time? I love that road network. This is the Sacramento Junction, I think. Beautiful. Black Widow, yeah, that's the one that I think was supposed to come out this year. Got pushed back. I think Mulan as well was supposedly this year. I think when the cinemas opened, it was shown, but yeah, I was not feeling confident in watching a movie at that time. Might have taken the wrong road here. Crap. It should work though. Well, maybe I can cross there. Shortcut? No one saw nothing. Yahoo! Filipino driving. Mulan got released. I think that's what I saw in the movie posters. Interesting decision. Not sure if they got a lot of revenue from that. I would guess a lot of people are very cautious about watching movies in these times. May 7, 2020. Hey Lucy! How are you? Where have you been trucking recently? Ready Player 1 movie. Ready Player 2. Ready Player 1 was okay for me. But yeah, it had a lot of great references from the different games. I guess the book would be better. Oh, by the way, speaking of books, I was able to drop by the bookstore last weekend, I think, or a couple of weekends ago. I looked for The Expanse. I think there are 11 or 12 books, but supposedly the last book is still going to be released only this year. So the series isn't finished yet, even on the books. I might think about buying the set when the final book releases. We'll see. Ready Player 1 is one of your favorite movies of all time, I can imagine. Yeah. Hello, Sacramento Police Department. Tenet, I'm not familiar with that. Reckless driving? Did Jack do something again? Rough truck on the road. Clumsy rough. The Expanse book. Books. Have you read the books, Jack? Usually the books are better than the series, but there are some exceptions. Oh, you mean in the TV show they won't be doing all the books? Then probably that would be a good reason to get into the books then. I have recently started reading books again. Well, reading a book. My favorite author came out with a new book. The third part to the trilogy, it's not trilogy, the third book to a series, one of his series that I've been looking forward to. So I bought it on Kindle and I have been reading again. Not as fast as I would want, but at least I don't have to like scroll mindlessly through social media anymore when I don't have anything to do. I can read and not get stuck scrolling. Doesn't look good. Needs to be a lot sharper if you have any chance of making this bend, with making this turn. Mando Season 2. Still haven't watched any. Still haven't checked if Disney Plus is available here already, but I'm a bit hesitant because it's another subscription service I have to pay for. Yikes! Not the best parking. Let's change that a bit. One episode per week.
A few moments later.
Perfect, yes. That's the perfect time to use that. Thank you. I don't actually see the light, the sign. Okay, I think that works. Let's see if I can open it out. Hey, it's not bad. Yeah, we can make that work. Come on, show me the lines. It's hard to see the lines. Does that work? Oh, it worked. Nice. Close it. Thank you. FOV mirror mod. No, I don't. I do use the GFIS Mirror 1 console stuff though. And then restart the game. That's good enough for me. It makes things a lot more realistic when it comes to FOV. Nice. We can do one more short trip. Let's see where we can go. Only two book series. Books you have read are Discworld novels, Metro series. Ah. If I ever get into the Expanse books, I'll let you guys know how it progresses. Oh, I do want to go via I-80. That is Sierra Nevada territory still. Let's see. Truckee. Yeah, that works. Might be too close though. Reno might be better. Yes, let's go Reno. 20 tons of grain. Oh, that sucks. I could have chosen one immediately and got loaded with it. Instead, we'll have to go to the entrance and then go back here again. Fine. The bottom wide angle mirror is super wide. Ah. Yeah, I think that should be the case normally. That's the exact purpose of it. You have a wide angled one. Doesn't it look the same for you? I don't have any mods that modify it. Where is it? Did it go? It's gone. Crap. I hate that. Okay, let's pick one more then. Cargo market. Nada. Let's pick from here. Oh, it's there. Did I just choose wrong? Let's see. Console line. I think it's G_FIS_mirrors. Yeah, G_FIS mirrors 1. And then you have to restart the game. But I think it will cause more of a CPU performance because the mirrors will get recalculated like that when you move your camera. So I think there is a bit more performance impact on the CPU. Not 100% sure, but watch out. Okay, so it says Walmart. Which Walmart? Oh, not this Walmart. There is another one. There are 3 Walmarts here. Wow, okay. I see. Gotcha. Let's go there then. Alright, trains. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great weekend. Catch you next time. Oops, sorry. Way less hardware intense than that's optimization for you. Yeah. Welcome back. Internet going out these days is such a huge thing, especially with us getting stuck at home. It's more crucial than ever. Hey bot, how are you? Where have you been trucking recently? Ah, beautiful. Own skin, wow, fancy. So proud of you guys. As I look at the Truck Sim channel, I see a lot of you starting to get your modding skills in order. Some people like Lucy creating painted grills, Blah Frankensteining creating so many 3D models, bull bars, exhaust and whatnot. I have no idea how to do those things. Some people doing paint jobs. Awesome stuff, guys. Oh, and speaking of that, Simple Sim had a request. Maybe someone can help out with it if someone's familiar with the sound modding. He requested me to do it, but I'm not sure if I can have time. Cyberpunk will keep me busy in the weekend. Quality time with Mrs. Clumsy will keep me busy. But if anyone has some spare time and can help out a fellow subscriber, his request is to update the 143M, the sounds for 139. I think the last update was for 138. Very good. Good. Modern problems require modern solutions. That's true. Where the heck is that parked? I think I'll have to loop around. turn the corner here. Oh, that would be great, Panda. If you just have time, no pressure. You are accused of sharing it. That's weird. Who accused you? A case of mistaken identity? Hey, man. Hello from Norway. Oh, it's late there, isn't it? Thank you for joining. Whoa. Where do those trailers come from? How are you? You don't upload any mods, period. Yeah. Might be a case of misunderstanding there. Hope you get it settled. Did you guys see the Fireman's Carry by PDX, I think, was it? In the Discord server? Love that. The Fireman's Carry maneuver. Cannot imagine how you guys get into so much trouble. You guys are clumsy. I want to talk. Disney will have a new streaming service called Star, a new one, different from Disney Plus. It will have general entertainment content, more adult content from ABC to Fox, and it will be fully integrated with the Disney Plus app. Oh, wow. Star. Interesting name. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I believe you bought. I hope they do too. They stopped sharing with you. Yeah. Hope you get to explain your side to them and they listen. So JBX talked with you directly? Did you learn those tricks from me? Whoops. I see, because those can really be shown on Disney Plus, huh? I guess the name Disney itself gives you an idea of a family-friendly content, just like what you would expect from hearing Clumsy. Maybe not the same level, just a smidge different. Disney has everything now. Little did we know, we've all been battling Nvidia, AMD, Intel. Little did we know all of those are Disney now. What if, right? Oh my goodness. The illusion of choice. But that is actually what's happening now in other industries, right? Like, you think you are choosing a product. Well, you are choosing a product, but regardless which you choose, it's the same company that earns from it. All just different branding. Oh, I love that. Very nice view of the mountain. Very wide highway. It's beautiful. Because of Fox acquisition, I see. Get to the chopper. Which reference is that from? Something must be done about Disney. Why am I slowing down? I guess it's steep here. Predator. I watched that, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wait, what's happening? You're so slow. Oh, you mean to get to the Choppa reference? I can imagine. Is that Arnold saying it? Get to the Choppa. Did I nail it? Perfect. Wait. Nailed it. An applause and a badumts. What more can I ask for? You guys are the best. Oi! How come that one can be repeated? Oh, I thought I was safe. I saw the yay notification and I was like, okay, I'm ready for it. I was waiting for it a couple of seconds, wouldn't appear. And then it popped up. Caught me off guard again. Sneaky. The works. You guys have a lot of points. Goodness, awesome. Oh, such a nice drive. I miss Sierra Nevada. 40k. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Feel free to join us in chat. So we can give you a proper welcome. Can do this all day. Oh yeah. With those points. True. We're doing Death Valley. I'm not sure. Are we? Where is that again? You have to remind me. Maybe if it's a bit too late, is that this one? Probably not then. Hey Tristan, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. I hear a train. I see some rails, but I can't see the train itself. Ah, there it is, there it is. 1 second, there it is. For the sake of the train. Ah, the Donner Pass. I see, I see. I always forget those terms. Trains. And have to remember to download that updated mod. Also from afar, the sounds are good. Just that when they're right next to you, that they're screaming trains at you. dashboard does seem kind of empty now though, doesn't it? Like with that huge gap there. What else can you put? I hope someone mods that in. Puts in some, I don't know, like one of those panels from Alexei P from the interior exterior reworks. Like that thing that they have for truckers, which measure the fuel economy, the driving time, and stuff like that. Even if it's just a static number, as long as there's something there. An update for new train skins. What's the story behind that again, Alex? Do you know more? Why? So it's the same author, but he doesn't release it anymore for the Steam Workshop. So does that mean the mods that we have, they won't be updated anymore? It's a bit of a shame. There is a ship simulator, yeah, I just haven't tried it yet. I think Jack was playing it a couple of times. Ship Simulator Extreme, oh, I haven't heard of that. What were you playing? There was something you were playing before. Or maybe that was more of a fishing thing. Steam Workshop. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the uploader. I myself am not a huge fan of it. I think it's a matter of getting used to. But yeah, I guess with some new versions it is quite limiting. Like normally if you are trying to update your mod for a beta version, for example 1.40 beta comes out, I don't think there's a way for you to upload something for 1.40. I can't remember the details, but yeah, it's not very friendly for the beta. Why are we so slow? Come on, you can do it. I am at cruise control, right? Fishing North Atlantic, yeah, that's the one I think. I saw you playing. This uphill. Ah, makes sense. Hey baby, I should be staying on the right then. Where is this lane cutting off? It is cutting off. Great signage. Steep downgrade next 5 miles. Okay, good. Have to remember to turn on the jake brake. Turn back, cruise control on. Here we go. Monitoring my CPU. Seems like it's getting a bit hotter. I think I'll check on it when I open up my case tomorrow. Temp seem hotter, boost clock seem lower. Double check. I have to reapply the thermal paste. Oh my goodness, I hate that. Applying thermal paste is so clunky for me. Like you never know what the right amount is. You can easily get paranoid with it. Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is that MP game, I think, right? I haven't tried it yet. I've heard stories of it though. Such nice views. Oh, some pop-in problems though. Yeah, I wonder how Colorado did it. How SAS did it for Colorado. Because I don't notice any pop-ins at all in the mountains there in that region. They really ironed that out well. Looks good, but you would like a private server option. Oh, there is none at the moment. So it's like an but like an MMO kind of thing. Speaking of MMO, that is the direction I think that X-Plane is taking. The X-Plane team, Laminar Studios, or the Laminar, developers of X-Plane, recently released a roadmap, and it shows the different features, and I think there's like a voting system, so you get to vote the feature that you like. It seems like MMO is near the top of their list, which doesn't interest me at all. That would be the least of my concerns for X-Plane. Interesting direction they're taking. I would have thought they would prioritize maybe graphics and CPU optimization more. I'm also getting more stutters here in this area. I'm very stuttery in this area. Interesting. Probably with all these trees. MMO, I see. Yes, that would be the perfect thing. We could have a private server for ATS and ETS. Then we could do convoys all day. Every stream could be like a convoy. Because we would have full control over which mods we would want. Let's give way to this guy. Move to the next lane. And still he didn't merge in. A full company mod. Okay, full economy system. Oh, that would be great. More complexities, more fun. Built in VTC, yeah. That's the dream. Hopefully SES is envisioning similar direction. They are pretty sneaky when it comes to what they're planning in the long term. They mostly just share the short term, the next releases that they're planning. Like this lighting update, I did not get any wind of it at all until they announced it. It's coming on the next version, which made it into a very welcome surprise, but very sneaky. I guess we can expect nothing less from SES. It's great though. I have to applaud SES for their efforts and for their output. Delaying releases so that it ends up as a more polished game. I really like that. I think many developers can learn from that. I guess it's hard though, isn't it? If you have a publisher who pressures you to stick to the deadlines. I don't know really how it works at that industry. But oftentimes that's when the problems start coming up. When the deadlines are so rigid and the developers have to follow it regardless. That's when those huge bugs and unstable releases start coming into play. And I think the Microsoft Flight Simulator was a case in point in that. Although I appreciated the early release, the bugs I think ultimately drove a lot of people away. Like recently, I myself have not been as excited about Flight Sim, but I still play it. But basing on the activity in Flight Sim, in the forums, in the videos, there is not much activity anymore in Flight Sim. Like it died down. Like there was just this hype with the release, and people were hopeful. But I think after a while they realized it's not going to be ready anytime soon. They just probably went back to their own simulators or played other games. And we'll probably just check back a few months from now, a year from now, if it's any better. I guess from revenue-wise, Microsoft got what it wanted, right? It got all the sales, but from longevity, I don't know if that's such a good thing from the trust point of view. So I'm not sure how things will go, but it would be interesting. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think the new driver, the new graphics driver that I installed, gives me a much smoother experience. It might not have to do with FPS directly, but maybe with G-Sync. I'll have to double check. I think G-Sync was a bit buggy with the previous drivers, for me at least. Now it seems to be much smoother. Super fluid. Like, it's good they can still surprise us. That's a very good point, yeah. Given that the game is quite dated, that's putting it mildly, how much they can do with it and how much they can surprise us is a huge accomplishment indeed. That's true. In the INOPS. Yeah, it looks like we're extending a bit, but we should be close, I think. How many miles are we? Yeah, G-Sync is working perfectly now, I think. Hopefully with other apps too. We'll see. Can't play it until the autopilot gets changed. I always played commercial flights to Greece and others. You can't hand fly for that long. Yeah, totally understand that. Yeah, the hand flying part can get tiring very quickly, right? Because you have to have like full concentration. It's not like driving where you have like, I don't know, 30% concentration on the road, or 50, let's say, and the rest you can spend like talking to other people, doing other stuff. When you're hand flying, you're really 100% there, or maybe 90% there, and so you don't have much, can't do anything else much. And retaining that full concentration for an extended period of time can be very exhausting, especially for guys like us who are not real pilots. We are sim enthusiasts. So yeah, the autopilot is definitely something we will need. And right now the autopilot is shoddy at best. As you guys have seen in the previous stream, forced us to do a couple of aerobatics with the autopilot enabled. You had to return your previous monitor due to flickering. Thankfully TUF did not disappoint yet. That's great to hear. Yeah, I guess there is something as well with the G-Sync fully compatible monitors, because there are some G-Sync compatible ones but are not, say, certified. That can be a hit or miss, I can imagine. $165, nice. If it had nav mode in autopilot not take you to your heading or to the line, what did it do then? Yeah, that's the same for me. At some point the autopilot just gave out and just bank left and trim up all the way. I think it wanted to go to the moon. So the nose of the plane would be like just like that, and so of course pretty shortly after it would stall and I would have to recover manually. Car is speed and fuel, plane is everything plus kitchen sink. That's very true. Yeah, even just achieving stable flight, right, without proper feedback on the stability of the plane. So hard to do to fly level, especially with the yoke. This is fully immersive though, so there is that. The more concentration it needs, the more immersive it can get. My monitors are still the same. I am still waiting for Asus. It's a bit of like they'll message me and then I'll be waiting, and then they'll message me again after a couple of days or a week, and then I'll respond and I'll be waiting. So it's like it's a very step-by-step process. But I mean, I'm not rushing. I can keep the old monitors. It's free. So I'm not in a rush to buy the new monitors. Let's put it like that. I'll happily accept all the delays that they'll give me. I think they're in no rush to get these because probably no one is going to feature them yet. But no one is lined up to using them, so they'll probably just, I don't know, put this in their stock room or whatever it is. Ooh, there you go. The full force of the train sounds. Yep. Ooh, that's pretty close to that trailer. Yeah, I won't rush them. Take your time, guys. Take your time. Get enough time with ATS. Yay! There you go. Perfect. Outside India, people only work for 8 hours. Cytec yoke throttle box as it is twitching a lot. I think it needs a honeycomb upgrade. Honeycomb. Alright, let's leave it there, guys. Oh my goodness, the train is asking us to leave. Side panel. Thanks for hanging out, guys. As always, appreciate the company. Oh, that is too close for comfort. An inch away from the trailer. Even the dog is nervous. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great weekend. Stay inside. Have a great weekend. I really need that mod. I will be enjoying my personalities. Indeed. Have a good one. Catch you guys in Discord. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Clumsy trucking and bye-bye. Have a great day.